What's up guys, it's Timothy2009 and welcome to a new installment video called Wooden Railway Reviews. So this is a series where I review wooden railway trains. If you'd like to see my other wooden railway video called Huge eBay Score Unboxing, check it out in YouTube, like on Timothy2009. Anyways, now today I'm going to be talking about one of the rare and hard to find Thomas characters. This is a character who I had never actually got ever since I was a kid. I mean, Thomas Wooden Railway is my childhood, and it still is to this day. I recently started to get back to collecting Wooden Railway, and I just really had a lot of fun playing with it when I was little. Like, I'm not sure how old I was when I first played with Wooden Railway, but I do remember having a few characters like Big City Engine and Ivo Hugh.
You were about 4.
Though, one of the characters I could never find is really interesting. But now I can safely say I finally have this character in my hands, and he is none other than, drumroll please, the Flying Scotsman. Boy, do I love this character. This was a character who I've never actually gotten my hands on, and he's just a really good character, especially if you look at the Railway series. Flying Scotsman is one of those important characters because he was one of the first engines to go 100 miles per hour, and he is Gordon's brother. Though his model is kind of interesting. Now, sadly, I wasn't able to get his second tender, though I still am kind of happy that I have this guy. You don't know how long I've been wanting to get this guy. I do think that he's really nice. He's got like these 2 big wheels here and 2 small wheels on the front and back. I mean, he is kind of interesting, though his face isn't entirely accurate to Scotsman. I mean, it's just Henry's Railway series face. Don't know which illustration of the Railway series this face was made in, but if you guys have read the Railway series, I'm sure you would tell me. Anyways, the Flying Scotsman, for some strange reason, is this rare and hard to find Thomas train. He's dated 1999, but there are a couple other 1999 Wooden Railway trains. And let me tell you how much I paid for this. So, we spent about like $63. I mean, is that a good bargain? I would probably not say that, but I still think that it was worth it to get this guy. Just as long as I can get my hands on him, it's all that matters. Though one of the things that I never understood is why people charge this price. Sometimes I see him for like over $100 or maybe less than that, like half the price. I mean, I honestly thought that these people were just trying to get more money, like probably not willing to let this guy go, but he's just a supply and demand character. Though there are some 1999 trains that are very common, like this Edward here is dated 1999. I love Edward to death. I think he's one of my favorite characters. Though I do wonder why sometimes he's cheap and sometimes he's expensive. Like, there's some Wooden Railway trains that are relatively cheap, like under the price of $15. But then there's some prices that are charged for like either $20 or $30, which isn't too entirely bad. At least it's not like $60. If you're paying something over $30, I would say it's a no-go. Unless you absolutely want it. I'm not stopping you. But I still really like Edward here. He's one of my favorite characters, and I think that a lot of people should like him as well. Though, I don't understand why they get away with making Edward be sold at a cheap price, but making Flying Scotsman so more expensive. That's just one thing that I find weird. Like, there are a lot of rare Thomas things, like even more expensive trains like the Troublesome Brake Van and the White-Faced Troublesome Truck. You will commonly see them sell for like over $100, which I don't think is a good deal. Like, though it would make kind of sense if the trains from 1992 or 1994 sold for that price or under $100. Though I am super lucky to have this 1992 Mavis here. The only reason I like her is because she has 4 wheels and she can go well around corners. Though some of you may say that you like Mavis with 6 wheels, but in my opinion, I just think this is a lot more interesting and has a much more interesting design. Anyways, another thing that's kind of hard to come by is getting these trains in mint condition. because this Flying Scotsman was kind of scratched, but I didn't mind that. I mean, it's easy to repaint these trains. One of the weirdest things about making wooden railway trains is how fragile the paint is. Usually when children play with this, there's some kids who actually do take good care of these trains, but then there's some kids who actually kind of play rough with them. Sometimes I see these wooden railway trains in poor condition. Either might be because of how rough these kids beat them up, or they just put them in water for some strange reason. But there are some people who actually do really take good care of this. Like, I'm super happy that this wooden railway Oliver here is in really good condition. I did also find a couple other trains in good condition, like Murdoch and Scarlowy, which I'm super happy with. Though I do wish there were some other trains who were in good condition. Though there are just a lot of like rare and hard to find things that I can never figure out why they were so rare. Like this Erdl Emily here, I am really, really happy to have her. Like, I paid for about like $30 for this. It might have been more than that, I don't remember. But I still am super happy. Though one of the reasons that this character, like, in the Erdl range is rare and hard to find is because she was made in the UK and never made in America. It's the same case with, like, Fergus, Harvey, Arthur, and Spencer. Those characters also were made in the UK, but they're kind of expensive. Like, it's just one of the weirdest things I can never understand. And what's even more sadder is that there's no way that some guys might get their hands on a few rare things. Like, take Tommy Oliver, for example.
7 minutes.
Tommy Oliver was a character who I never knew existed as a kid. When I realized that they made Tommy Oliver, I absolutely wanted him, but for some strange reason, they charged $100 for this guy. He's not rare, he's just supply and demand, because he's the only version of Oliver they made for the Tommy range. Like, Oliver has never undergone any changes, unlike Thomas, Percy, or James. So I do find it kind of weird that Oliver is kind of expensive. One of the only ways you could probably get yourself a Tommy Oliver is if you made a custom of him. Though, if I were to get the real Oliver, I mean, I would probably use my YouTube money since I make $100 a month. Though I'm not sure if that would have probably been worth it. I mean, I do wish that they would sell Tommy Oliver cheaper than $100. But I don't know if that's ever going to happen or not. And then there's Bandai Tech's Diesel 10. Like, everyone loves him because he has an accurate claw, but it's just so fragile that it breaks off very easily. So people will charge $100 just for a broken Bandai Tech Diesel 10, which makes absolutely no sense. Anyways,
8 minutes.
I am still super happy to have the Flying Scotsman. A few other characters I want are like the Spiteful Brake Fan, Neil, and Bertram. Though they are kind of expensive, which I don't know if I might actually succeed in getting those characters. There's just like some characters who are very expensive. Like Wooden Railway Boko is another expensive character. Like he's like about $40 or $50. The one easy way to get Boko was if you made a custom of him. Like I saw Tank Engine 99 2021 who had a custom Wooden Railway Boko. Like he made from a simple train that you can just buy from Walmart or Target, which I do find kind of cool. I don't know one day if I might get the real Wooden Railway Boko or just... I do plan to make a custom of him. But anyways, all I can say about the Flying Scotsman is that I'm really, really happy to have him. Like, he will be like so excellent for my Thomas Wooden Railway collection. I do still plan to make a collection video just when I get more characters. Anyways, thanks for watching this video. If you want me to do more Thomas Wooden Railway reviews, my next Wooden Railway reviews video might be my 2002 Thomas that I recently bought. I might be comparing it to my actual 1994 Thomas. Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you'll stay tuned for more. Bye!